The Clandestine Betrothal by Chetwynd Ley. Oh, to be young, innocent, and impetuous. That pretty much describes our heroine, Susan, who has spent the last 10 years at the strict and dull Miss Fanchington Seminary. She and her best friend, Georgiana Eversley, have been in and out of delightful scrapes ever since becoming bosom beaus. Susan and Georgiana spend all their free time together. When not finding mischief, Georgiana shares all her family stories with Susan, especially all the gossip surrounding her eldest brother, the beau. All the rumors tell of his many mistresses, while all the London society young ladies dream of one day catching the fashionable gentleman. Of course, when the beau comes to visit his sister, the entire school of young girls rush to the window to get a peek of the handsome, modish man with the rakish reputation. However, for Susan, the stories and glimpses of him have grown into an all-consuming case of young love. As the time in the schoolroom comes to an end, Susan knows, due to their differences in class and rank, hers and Georgie's friendship will never be the same. Although Georgiana tells her that isn't so, she knows different. When Georgie tells her the beau will be visiting a nearby friend at the famous Strawberry Hill, Susan must take the opportunity to see him one last time. Of course, the beau catches Susan sneaking around the place and returns her to the school, much to her embarrassment. Susan was told her parents died when she was 2 years old, and she was taken and raised by an aunt. She never questioned the story of her past or noticed the difference in her situation and that of her aunt and female cousin 4 years her senior. Although a reputable family, they live on the fringes of the upper society. And the fact that Cynthia was never sent off to a seminary never crosses Susan's mind. When she returns home, the house is all abuzz with Cynthia's betrothal. For reasons beyond Susan's comprehension, the girl has always been spiteful and jealous of her and taunts Susan with accusations of being envious and jealous because she, Cynthia, is now betrothed, and Susan will likely never be. Soon we learn her cousin's envy stems from Cynthia being privy to the knowledge Susan is an heiress. One thing leads to another as Cynthia's taunts become near abusive, and Susan's irritation turns to anger and foolishly announces she too is secretly betrothed, but refuses to divulge a name. Only after receiving an invitation to Georgiana's come-out ball do things reach a fever pitch. Begging her brothers to ensure her friend feels comfortable, introductions become a disaster, and Beau's kindness and sympathy for the young girl overtakes him, and he spends a significant amount of time with her, trying to rectify her embarrassment. On the carriage ride home, Susan's aunt prods for information regarding her clandestine betrothal, along with the young girl's first taste of champagne, leads to the admission she is secretly betrothed to Beau Eversley. The aunt, distraught, decides to confront the man. Humiliated, Susan attempts to warn Beau, which compels him, for unknown reasons, even to him, chooses to help her yet again, but not before forcing her to admit why she has done such a thing. With sadness that touches Beau's heart, the young girl reveals her deep loneliness of never belonging anywhere or to anyone. And a plan is hatched to save her from her own shame and the spiteful, hateful cousin. Thus the plan for the fake betrothal is hatched. When he approaches the aunt for Susan's hand, fake though it is, the lady panics. She is not even related to Susan and has been paid well all these years to care for her with all the opportunities befitting a well-born lady. And she knows nothing of the benefactor except the contact through a London attorney. Now Beau feels obligated to help Susan find the links to her past. Of course, Susan feels dreadful about placing Beau in such a position, and along with her aunt's betrayal and being the impetuous young lady she is, runs away. This is the first of the 3-book Eversley saga, and I look forward to moving on to Georgiana's story. the toast of the town. This book is more of a novella, and because it is paced well, moves along quickly. I read it in one evening. Ms. Ley is a smart and wonderful writer who swiftly embraces you into her stories. She was from Yorkshire and wrote romance novels from 1959 to 1989. She was a teacher at Harrow College and died at the age of 91 in 2004. She wrote only 18 novels, but I look forward to every one of them. I rate this story an A, and it is a sweet romance, so the heat level is a 1.